So what's up, good people? This is Shinjaku here, and let's talk about a couple things that have been, on my mind. I noticed that a lot of up and coming games are just going to next gen. What's up with that? I know a lot of people, well, the peasants as we're labeled, we don't have next gens yet. Well, we may even consider, not talking about Xbox, but more leaning towards the PlayStation, realm. I don't have a PlayStation 5 because boosters and bots, whatever you want to call it, jerks, are buying them up, and it's still really hard to get one. Why are they jerking PlayStation 4 people? You're like, okay, I see a lot of games that were supposed to go for the 4.2 as well. They changed. That new Gotham game, which I was looking forward to, looked pretty dope, the co-op with these characters that, who wouldn't want to play as Red Hood? Come on, man. Now, it's only strictly next gen. And I noticed a lot of games that were originally on the PlayStation 4. Well, I would say like the imported PlayStation 4 didn't really make it to, here. But there was a Phantasy Star game, Phantasy Star Online, that you can play on the 4, but you have to tweak it, and pretty much you can't understand unless you know Mandarin. You don't know what's going on, man. You don't know. But on the Xbox side, they ported it over there completely, and they completely ported it. And like, okay, throw the rope back. I'm not trying to do like a PlayStation 4 pity party here, but I was like, it originally was on here. Why not just ship it on back? I don't know. It seems like we're the PlayStation 4 is like the redhead stepchild. And no disrespect to any redheaded people out there, but it's just a term. So lighten up. Also, I don't know if this is a thing. Well, it is a thing. I noticed that games are starting to come half-baked. Even when they have a beta form, they're not complete. It just be like, you see a lot of clipping, and when I say clipping is when you can see the characters through the walls, or when you run towards a door, you might see the face of the person, or their foot, or their arm. Is that still happening now? Simple things like that. Why is clipping still happening? You may see characters floating in the air, or you may see like your character in placeholder form, where they look like a gingerbread man. They're not even moving; they're just floating about. That still happens, Ubisoft. It still happens. It still happens with these games. And also, too, I know there's a lot of games that are going free to play when they were paid for before. I don't know if anyone's being compensated for paying for these games. Sometimes it'd be like a month from a release. And I know Ubisoft games are infamous, and I'm not jumping down Ubisoft game company realm, whatever you want to call it. I'm not going at your neck, but I noticed that every time their games come out, they seem to dip in price. I noticed too, the cheapest I've seen Division 2, which is a guilty pleasure of mine. I love Division. That was like the first game I platinum, and I'm still working on too. They're still having problems. It's still buggy, and I think the cheapest I seen that was like for $5. I was in line at GameStop to get it. You know, it was like a midnight. They don't really do that anymore. Well, not where I live. They don't really do the midnight, you know, stand in line. Here you go, buddy. You know, they don't really do that no more. It's kind of like the next day type of thing. I don't know. And now you look at the Assassin's Creed games, they're going to be free to play too. You know, what if the people that just bought the Viking one, which I didn't buy. Not my thing. I'm not into Vikings as much as, you know, you into Vikings, cool, man. I'm not. I like Thor. I don't know, we call Thor a Viking. I'm not into Viking-ish aesthetic games too much. But if you're talking about ninjas and just Conan the Barbarian type of games, yeah, I'm all in. But not into Vikings too much, so I didn't really get into that. But it's going to be free. So what's up with these guys that bought that day one? You know, at day one price. Now it's going to be free to play. You know, are they going to be compensated for it, or are they going to get like an extra bonus? I don't know. I heard that the Excalibur was in that game too. That's pretty dope. I'll give a nod to that game. You know, that's pretty dope. They put the Excalibur in that as a bonus. Fine. I just don't know. It seems like the walls are closing in on the PlayStation 4, and it looks like it, but I'm not. It looks like they're trying to, dip their toes in what Apple's doing when it comes to their products. You know how they always release a phone every 2 weeks, or if you have an old Apple phone, they strategically turn the trash. They just slowly, they're trying to gear you into buying new products. I don't see any Android phones doing that. You can use what you like. If you're a console or phone, it's whatever. I just noticed a difference, and I'm all for equality, and I see like an imbalance. That's what it really is. It's basically what this is, and I'm talking about is I noticed certain imbalances that are happening. I noticed that certain games they said they were going to release for it, they take it away and they put it all for next gen. And that's not a good way to do that. I know each console has a life cycle. I get that. I don't know. I might have to go backwards. I don't mind getting a 5. It's just hard to get one. And if they're trying to gear people into getting it and just, turn their back on the 4 so soon, I mean, it's only 2022. So when we get to 25 or 24, are we not going to have games at all? Or they're just systematically trying to get people to just gear to get the 5? Let people choose what they want. Don't just cut off the tap on us. They tried to take away the PlayStation 3's PSN network, and it went up to an uproar, and they cut it back on. People are still playing the 3. So when they're going to cut the network off for the 4, is it going to happen right away? I don't know. Is this yet? Sony's turning into Apple slowly. That's what they do to their phones. That's not cool. That's not a good way to make a legacy. People love your games, and I see that they're trying to put PlayStation 3 games on the 5. That's nice. If you have a 5. But, I'm not trying to gripe. I'm just vent. Yeah, I guess venting and griping the same? I don't know. It's just something I'm noticing that is happening. It's not cool. I hope it's not gearing towards that. Because if I understand they're not going to make games any. Wait a minute. They're not going to make any more systems. Are they still going to make games? Or are they just all going to stop at that time, 2025? I guess that all remains to be seen. Oh well. Well, I talked your ear off long enough. Thank y'all for listening, and peace out.
My life. This is my